Okay, so for this lesson, the biggest difference, as I said, we did yesterday, we did linear and quadratic systems. We had a line going through a parabola. Today we have two parabolas intersecting each other, so that's why it's going to be a quadratic-to-quadratic system. Okay, quadratic-to-quadratic system. Okay, so you can see right here, we know that these are both going to be parabolas. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, though, is that we are going to go ahead and we're going to solve algebraically first instead of graphing first, so we can do the hard part. Oh, no. Sorry. A little bit off page here. Okay. And turn this down real quick. Okay. All right. So we're still going to follow the same process. We still have y equals and y equals. Therefore, I can say that this equals this. And we're going to set it up that same way. Now, it's just going to be a little bit more difficult because now we're going to have to do potentially some harder factoring. Like that. So now we're just going to move all my stuff to the left. So minus the 2x squared at x minus the 1. Just like that. So then we have, right side's gone, so it's equal to 0. 6x minus 2x, 4x squared. 7 plus 1 is 8x minus 5. Okay, so GCF here. No, I can't. 4, 8, yeah, 5, no. Okay, the 5 kind of ruins that. The next thing I want to see is, can I do factoring by decomposition? So we're going to try that next. 4 times negative 5, negative 20. So there are multiples of negative 20 that add up to 8. 10 and 2, good, yeah, 10 positive, 2 negative. Now, if you couldn't do decomp, your last and final option would be, well, the quadratic formula, but yes. So quadratic formula, if you can't factor. Yep, it's on the formula sheet that you get for every test. No. Okay. Okay, good. So here we go. So now I'm going to break this up. I'm going to go 4x squared. I'm going to put the negative 2 with the 4. I'm going to put the 10 with the 5. Okay, and then we'll see that we have group, 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 group. Take a 2x out of the first one. That gives me 2x minus 1. I'm going to take a 5 out of the second one. That gives me 2x minus 1. So then we see that our answer is going to be 2x plus 5 times 2x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, so our last and final steps for finding the x is I need to do the 0 property. So by doing the 0 property, I can figure out that this one is what? Negative 5 over 2 for my x. Subtract the 5, divide the 2. And this one is 1/2. Add the 1, divide the 2. Okay, oh, a little windy, I guess. All right, so what I want to do now is, I have my x's, I still want to get my y's. And I get my y's by taking each of these and then just coming up here and putting it into either one. Okay, I just put up there for x, whichever one. I'm actually going to put it in the, I'll put it in the bottom one. Okay, I'm going to put them in this one here because these are just a little bit easier numbers. Okay, so I'm going to put negative 5 halves into this equation here. Okay, so 2 times negative 5 halves squared minus a negative 5 halves plus 1. When you're squaring a fraction, you square the top and bottom. So you're going to get 2 times 25 over 4 minus a minus is plus 5 halves plus 1. Still good? And so then we have the 2 multiplies to the top. 2 times 25 is 50 over 4 plus, what's 5 halves in terms of force? So if I, yeah, good, times by 2, right? So 10 force plus 4 over 4, right? Because 1 equals 4 over 4. Now they're all in force, I can put them all together. I get 64 force, which is 16. Good. So y equals 16 at negative 5 halves. That's the point of intersection of that parabola at that point. Okay, over here on the left side here, I'm going to do the 1/2. So I'm going to go 2 times 1/2 squared minus 1/2 plus 1. 1/2 squared is 1/4. So because 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. 1/4 minus 1/2 plus 1. Okay. And then 2 times 1/4 is 2/4, which is 1/2. So you're going to have 1/2 minus 1/2 plus 1. 1/2 minus 1/2 plus 1, well, the 1/2s go away, you get just 1. So your answer for 1/2 would be 1. And just make sure you understand that even if I did it to this equation, I still would have got the same thing. They share that point, right? That's the whole process we're doing. What points do they share? Okay, any questions on that? So we got our x and our y now. We're good? Okay, all right, so then moving down, we have, okay, so sketch the equation on the grid, use the graphing technique to determine the solution of the system. So now we're verifying using the calculator. Okay, so your picture, if you're putting in your calculator, you can go and do that now, should look something like, let's see, the red line is this is the 2x squared minus x plus 1 line. The green line is the 6x squared plus 7x minus 4. Okay, so that's kind of what your picture should look like. And then we know that this right here is going to be your negative 5 halves 16. This right here is your 1/2 1. For your calculator, a good window to use, your x min can be negative 5, your max 5, y min negative 10, y max 30. It's a good window for if you're looking on your calculator. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do for this lesson is I'm just going to show you how to kind of quickly verify. So just to quickly verify, I'm just going to verify 1 point. Let's go ahead and verify 1/2 and 1. We're going to verify that for our y equals 6x squared plus 7x minus 4, and then also for y equals 2x squared minus x plus 1. We're going to verify for those two equations. So remember, we're verifying by putting this for the x, this for the y. The left side should equal the right side. So 1 should equal 6 times 1/2 squared plus 7 times 1/2 minus 4. Again, 1/2 squared is 1/4, so that's 6/4. 1 equals 6/4 plus 7/2 minus 4. Okay, go ahead and we're going to make the 7/2 into fourths, which is 14/4. So 6/4 plus 14/4 is 20/4. What is 20 over 4? 5. So now you simply have 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 equals 1. We verified. Okay, we can do the other one real quick. Put a 1 here. We already did this one, but we'll do it one more time. So we remember that that's 1/4. 2 times 1/4 is 2/4. 2/4 equals 1/2. So the 1/2s go away, 1 equals 1, and it's verified. Then you can verify the other point doing the same exact thing. Okay, and that is it for Unit 4, Lesson 2. Yeah.